This week on Let's Take It Outside.
Oh, right now, just like that. What? Let's see if I can actually land this one.
Central Florida is the backdrop as I target a fish from down under. By my side for this adventure is cancer survivor Lauren. We take on the pit and watch our cares vanish with each exciting strike.
Woo, that's a good fish right there. There we go, girl. Woo, man.
This episode of Let's Take It Outside is presented by the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to funding research to eliminate childhood cancer. Get involved today. Special thanks to Osceola Outback Adventures, the only place in the USA to fish for Barramundi. Come fish the pit.
So I'm Misty Wells, and I am here at Osceola Outback Adventures in the middle of St. Cloud, Florida. I have never been here before, and today Lauren, my new best friend, and I are going to do a little bit of fishing for Barramundi. Have you ever fished for Barramundi before?
No, I have not.
So if you're not sure what they are, I wasn't until I looked it up. They are really the Australian cousin to our world famous Florida snook. And from what I hear too, like a snook, they're very aggressive, they're tough to catch, and they put up a big fight. So tell me a little bit about your fishing experience, Lauren.
I fish with my family once in a while, but I haven't really fished for a big fish.
Like we are today.
Yeah.
From what I hear, they get up to 15 pounds. Okay, you ready to go reel a big one in?
Yeah.
Let's go with a high five. A little over an hour from Orlando, Florida, Osceola Outback Adventures sits among the tall pines of Central Florida.
Osceola Outback Adventures is a one-of-a-kind fishing destination, really. We provide several different opportunities for anglers here in Central Florida. We offer airboat bass fishing for backcountry bass fishing in an airboat in the St. Johns River marshlands. We fish areas that you can't get to with a regular bass boat, so it's kind of unique, different. We catch a lot of large fish and big numbers because it's your fishing areas nobody's beating up. So the other thing we offer here in the United States that nobody else does is barramundi fishing. And we are the only place in the United States and the Western Hemisphere of the world where you can catch barramundi on hook and line.
Come here. This one's for you, honey. Take this rod. Come here. Woo! Look how they jump. I'll swap you. Okay, reel that in. You got it? Yeah. Okay. Holy moly. Look how strong he is. Look how strong you are. Oh yeah, get him up there. Look how big it is. Okay, let's see. Can we get him? He's trying to get off in the grass, isn't he? What?
Lauren and I are fishing what is affectionately known among anglers in this area as the pit. Normally, you might not choose a series of ponds for a weekend adventure. However, below the calm surface of these old mining pits lurks a fish to be reckoned with.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Check that out. Lauren's first. We did that team effort, right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's very nice fish.
Barramundi are known for two things, an aggressive fight and fine table fare. Today, we are snapping pics and releasing these beautiful fish.
Good fight. Good job. Okay, let's catch some more. They're pretty strong, aren't they?
As the day continues, Lauren's family gets in on the action as well.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. Okay, we got a big one on. Look at this one. Nice size. That'll make a couple sandwiches, won't it? We're not going to eat them. Okay. There you go. Hold on. You don't want to give him a kiss or anything before I put him back, do you?
No.
Okay.
This episode of Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by Minn Kota Trolling Motors, built to outlast, outmuscle, and outperform the most trusted trolling motor on the water. Humminbird Electronics with mega down and side imaging. Fish have nowhere to hide. Simply, clearly better. T.A. Mahoney's, your marine supply store in Tampa. If we ain't got it, quit looking. Freedom Boat Club of Tampa Bay. Enjoy the freedom of boat ownership with none of the headaches.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork, just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this. Only from Humminbird.
Today we are fishing for Barramundi, and to me the best way to describe them is our Australian cousin to the snook. They look like a cross between really like a bass and a snook. They jump like a bass and a snook, and they're very aggressive. The bite's been a little bit slow to start. Oh, right now, just like that. What? Let's see if I can actually land this one.
Barramundi, for people that don't know what a barramundi is, of course, it's an Australian version of our snook. They look very similar to a snook. Differences are that you won't see the predominant lateral line, that line-sider line in the side of a barramundi that you will in our snook. A snook also has a forked tail. Barramundi's got a tail more like a Goliath grouper, so it's more paddle-shaped, and that's where they get a lot of their power from.
Check out how beautiful they are. Say cheese, everybody. Really nice. Put up a good fight, almost like a tarpon, right? I love it.
If you live in Florida and you catch snook or you catch triple tail or you catch a tarpon, you come here to our property and you are going to see those three fish at any one time as you're catching that barramundi. It's going to click in your mind, man, I've had this fight before. And it's because you have. And all three of those species rolled into one fish. Man, it is such a fantastic fish.
Fishing side by side with Lauren today, it really gives me the opportunity to talk to her about her battle with childhood cancer.
You know, you've had some tough times as a little kid. And I know that you were battling a form of cancer that I can't even pronounce. It has almost every letter in the alphabet in it. What was it?
Rhabdomyosarcoma.
Say that one more time.
Rhabdomyosarcoma.
At age 3, Lauren was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma, a type of cancer that develops in the connective tissues in the body. Lauren is now in remission, but she still struggles with the cancer's after effects.
From what I understand, and you know better than anybody, the treatments that they have for kids are so minimal that they have to give you guys adult treatments, right?
Yeah, which is really harsh on our body. That's why when we grow older, we have a lot of side effects.
So you
the
may have
harsh
overcome the disease and the cancer, but now you have to deal with the side effects of these harsh drugs and treatments that you had to undergo from, you know, the adult treatment.
My side effects are leg neuropathy, which means my legs give out a bunch.
Right.
And I have cardiac problems, so my heart sometimes is a problem, but
Right.
The National Pediatric Cancer Foundation was by Lauren's side every step of the way. The National Pediatric Cancer Foundation was established in 1991, and their focus is to fund research to find a less toxic and more targeted therapy in the fight against childhood cancer.
The research that we've done, we've found very groundbreaking and innovative drug combinations and therapies that never would have been thought of before or found or discovered before because of how we are structured. This collaborative model of sharing the research between groups that we work with all over the country doesn't happen anywhere else. We're very unique in the space that we are in sharing what's working and what's not working, and hey, let's try this drug with this drug and see if that reduces the toxicity when we put it into a child with cancer. If we can find that next thing, it may not be a cure, but if it's a less toxic therapy that increases the likelihood that that child is not only going to survive the cancer, survive the treatment, but go on to live a relatively normal life as an adult, that's a huge win for us. It's not a cure yet, but it's a huge win because that toxicity is lower. And so, yeah, we're saving thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives, who knows, countless.
Oh, look at this big fish. This one looks pretty big. Okay, let's see if we can get him in. Okay, caught him right by the dock too. Check that out. Woo, this one's heavy. Feel how heavy that is. This one's fat. Feel how fat he is. Wow. That's a big one.
Despite huge strides in treatments for children with cancer, there are still challenges every day that the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation faces daily.
The reality is there's hundreds of thousands of adults that get diagnosed every year, but there's only 16,000 kids a year that get diagnosed. So the money typically follows the numbers, the higher numbers, and the unfortunate result is there's a severe shortage of funding for pediatric-specific research and efforts to try to find a cure for kids with cancer.
The plantation on Crystal River is the place for Florida family adventures. Make memories while swimming with manatees. Scalloping is fun for all ages. Rent a pontoon boat or paddleboard and spend time on the water. Parents can relax in the spa or play a few rounds of golf. The plantation offers Southern hospitality with Florida charm. Reserve your family time on the river today.
Our children come from different backgrounds with different stories. They learn time-honored values like the importance of faith, hard work, and that an education is something no one can take away. They learn that respect begins with themselves and should be given to others. The Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches, where kids learn, laugh, and dream with people who refuse to give up on them. With your donation today, we can give them a brighter tomorrow.
We're in Central Florida today at Osceola Outback Adventures with childhood cancer survivor Lauren. We're fishing for an exotic fish from down under, the Barramundi. The National Pediatric Cancer Foundation is a leader in the fight against childhood cancer. I've supported this foundation for many years, and one of the ways they raise money for research is through fishing.
I mean, we do a lot with fishing. We have an initiative called Fishing Funds the Cure. So we do our own tournaments. We are adopted by a lot of tournaments that are already established that have just never done anything philanthropic. And that's great for us because we can still spread awareness and essentially show up and collect the check.
Another major source of contributions to the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation are companies who donate their resources just like Osceola Outback Adventures.
Okay, now when he's pulling,
Let him pull, and then you start reeling.
What we do here is great, and you know, our friends and our family and people that follow us on social media, they're always saying, "Man, you guys got it made. You've got a really unique place." We enjoy every moment of it, but the things that really mean the most to us is when we can give back.
To be able to have anybody come that's struggling, have 5 minutes where they're not thinking about what they're going through. They've got a fish and they've got it hooked up and they have forgotten about every struggle that they're having, all the pain that they're having. That is what absolutely means the world to us.
There you go. Good. He's still intact. Everything's good. Here you go. There you go, buddy.
There is such a need for funding. We truly believe that there's a cure, and as cliche as it sounds, we'd love to be able to put ourselves out of business because we found the cure for pediatric cancer. And the more awareness that we can generate corporately or individually, or you know, through your employees, or any sphere of influence that you have, there's a way to collaborate. And we're very entrepreneurial. You know, we do everything from, you know, the employee jeans day where you throw $5 in the bucket, to roundup campaigns with major corporations where they round up their purchase to the next dollar and donate those funds back to the foundation. We work with breweries all over the country, craft breweries, to make a collaborative beer where they can do events in their tap rooms or sell a can of beer and give us the proceeds. There's all different ways to engage with us, but you know, again, it's not always the bottom line, but the awareness. You know, we don't spend money on advertising per se. You know, it's word of mouth, and if we can raise awareness through groups, you know, be it a pipe fitters union or an employee group, or you know, an insurance agency, or you name it. If we can just raise awareness of who we are and what we're doing, that's a huge win for us. So I would encourage anybody just to learn more about us.
So as the day goes on, Don has filled me in on a little secret. He said about 25 feet off the bank. And it seems like as it gets a little hotter, they're going down a little deeper where the water's cooler. So we moved down to take over his spot and see if we can catch a big one. Oh, who is that? There he goes. Right?
Yeah.
The Barramundi Slayer right here. Look at that.
About 25
Okay.
feet off the shore.
Woo! We moved all around him and he's still catching fish in the middle of us. That's a nice one. It's a good size.
Yeah,
I wish I could catch a bass that big, right?
these are nice sized fish.
I know, they are.
They're heavy,
There you
good
go.
fighters.
Kind of like your daughter.
That's
Good
right.
fighter.
Lauren's a fighter.
That's right.
See, Lauren? Back in you go.
I think your dad should kiss the next one. Yeah, what do you think?
The next one.
What do you think, Lauren? The next one? Are you stuck on the bushes? Yeah. Ooh, shoot. Oh, I
right,
think
you
I
got
just
one.
caught the one Don let go.
Oh,
Woo, we're on fire down here. Okay, let's see. Fire, fire, fire. Okay.
nice size.
You all right? Okay. I think mine's bigger than Don's, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. Even if it wasn't, I'd say that anyway. Pretty good, right? Yeah, they're nice and heavy. That'll make a sandwich, won't it? There you go. Whoop, there. Self-release. Oh, wait, Lauren. Oh, wait, that one's not yours. I was going to say you have to kiss that
There
one.
you go, nice fish.
Okay, give him a kiss, Don. There you go.
Get bigger.
I'm Dennis Brownlee with Florida Insurance Center, located right here in our home state of Florida. We take great pride in our work, just like you, which is why we are dedicated to providing quality insurance products with outstanding customer service. For over 42 years, we have been treating businesses as people, not policies. That's why we specialize each insurance plan to fit the needs of every business.
From home, auto, and boats, we got you covered.
Protecting your business is our business.
We're here for you. And remember, Florida Insurance Center is the trusted choice.
For 28 years, the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation has been funding clinical trials across the nation to end childhood cancer. Cancer is the #1 cause of death by disease among children. Only 4% of the billions of dollars spent annually are directed towards treating childhood cancer. Visit fishingfundsthecure.org to learn how you can help save the lives of children battling cancer. You can make a difference.
This episode of Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by The Plantation on Crystal River, Florida, where friends and families come to stay and play. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, everything you need to take it outside under one roof. Cayman Islands Angling Club and the Cayman Islands International Fishing Tournament, celebrating 23 years of catching. Every fishing tournament before this is just practice. April 30th through May 3rd. Go to fishcayman.com for more details.
Cancer survivor Lauren and I are fishing and catching barramundi in Central Florida's Osceola Outback Adventures. Okay, Lauren, we gotta up our game a little bit.
Pick him up, make sure his head's facing down.
In her fight against cancer, Lauren depended on doctors, nurses, and groups like the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation. But her biggest support came from her family. The fishing's on fire out here. It's so fun out here catching these fish because they're such good fighters. And, you know, Don and I both agreed just a second ago when we both had fish on that they remind us a lot of Lauren, your daughter.
Yes, definitely.
And, you know, puts up a fight. They're not going to give up till the end.
Her brothers are so supportive of her whole cancer treatment, what she had to go through. I mean, they were in Little League Baseball and we had to pull them out because we couldn't commit to the practices and the games.
Right.
Living in Lakeland and going to Tampa, traveling all that time, it was tough.
As we increase our footprint across the country, one of the new events we're doing this year is a one-day inshore snook, redfish, trout tournament, professionally guided, and we're really excited about that because, again, you know, at the end of the day, yes, it brings dollars towards our research, but it also increases awareness. So it's a win-win. We have kids that come out and fish in a kids derby. Many of them are currently battling cancer. And again, we can get them out on the dock in the morning and fish for an hour or so, and they're not thinking about all the other stuff in their life. They're just there to catch a fish and put a smile on their face and have fun. And we have fun as a result of that too, because we can put a smile on their face for a little while.
So Don, what does being part of the NPCF family really mean to you guys?
It means a lot. They've helped our family out so much, emotionally, financially, and just keep your mind off treatments. When Lauren was young, she was involved in the fashion show. She's been on several national flyers. She even did a few commercials, and she loves doing that stuff.
Lauren's remission is a result of the love and support from friends and family, as well as the dedication of the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation and their fight against pediatric cancer. Lauren and I have casted away our cares in the search of barramundi. Today's been a day filled with laughs, heartfelt conversations, and the explosive strike of the fish from down under. Hold it up! You don't have to pack your bags and travel all the way to Australia to catch barramundi. You can do it right here in Central Florida at Osceola Outback Adventures.
People in the United States are not the only people that can come and enjoy this. We've actually had people who have come from Australia and Scotland to come over and catch these fish. We've had people from Australia who've said they've either never caught a barramundi over there or they've only caught a few over there, and they come over here and wear their arms out catching barramundi. So they absolutely love it.
Oh. Okay, now we're gonna let them go.
It's really a fish that sells itself, and that's what makes this operation and what we do so unique. And we're so blessed to have been able to have the opportunity to be the ones that start it. So it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm casting out a line just a few more times to land that final barramundi. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this epic outdoor adventure at Osceola Outback Adventures, where you can check barramundi off the list.
Ooh, see?
Okay, wait, hold on.
And that's not going on film.
Oh yeah, that's totally going on film. Yeah. Oh, look, I got one! Oh, he came off! Oh no! Story of my life. I caught Lauren again, yay! Okay, I'd rather have Lauren anyway. She's like, quit messing up my line. Okay. I had one, but he had commitment issues, so